Hi guys, this is a review of Abstracts, Techniques and Textures by Rolina Van, I would say Vliet or Willet. I'm not too sure. That name sounds very Dutch, but unsure. Anyway, if this channel is helpful for you, or if you find some things that are useful, or if you just, you know, whatever, you can like, follow, subscribe. It really, and comment. It really helps out because somewhere in the YouTube algorithm. Below this book is going to be on an Amazon affiliate link if you decide to buy it. If you purchase it through there, I get a small commission from Amazon at no extra charge to you. So you know, it helps out. So without further ado, I'm going through this book. Ooh. This book is pretty dusty and I've used it a lot. My focus on using books is that I use books. I'm not too particular about keeping them in pristine condition. I know I would like to have a set of books that I keep in pristine condition, but because I use these mostly as working books, sometimes they get a bit dirty with you know, the marks or pastel powder or whatever. Anyway, so here we go. Water-based, mostly it's a book about techniques. So it's water-based and mixing techniques, application techniques, additions, relief, background techniques, collage, drawing, sketching, mix. She does a lot of abstracts, right? So there's not a whole lot of theory in here in terms of how to set your shapes, your colors, etc. But and her approach is very much, I would say, she uses like standard structures and stuff. Mostly you can follow off, but it's a very intuitive approach. Ooh, I'm lucky that paper there's a bit of, didn't stick together. But anyway, so as you can see, like this looks like a landscape that she's probably taken and drawn some inspiration from. Same thing here, looks like a landscape, like so you can see that she's like taking stuff and she's abstracting it and she's playing with it. She's in here, there's a very rhythmic composition. Same thing from here, it looks like a sun, and then she's kind of moved in. So she plays with it, but the important thing in here is that she's using a lot of techniques and she's describing how she's using it. So depending on your, you know, that's good or bad depending on your preference. But I would say it's a leg up in terms of discovering some of the procedures, and then you can kind of work them in and see how she's using, because that way you save on paint or medium or whatever, which can be expensive. So you're getting a lot of information that will be beneficial, I think, for you. I've used these, I've kind of worked out what things I can use, and I've tried to minimize my usage of paints, etc., especially if I'm using her techniques. So it's been really helpful for me. Not everyone will find it like that, I suspect, but for me it's been a really useful book, as you can tell by the amount of bookmarks I've made it. So yeah, highly recommended. It's 5 out of 5 for me. Most of the books I pick out, I actually do a lot of research before, because it's a heavy cost to bring in these books, import these books in, and as well as not just the shipping but also the tax on books, etc. So there's a lot of tax on educational books, there's tax on novels and stuff, and there's also the shipping costs, and many books you can't get here. So that's why why a lot of my books are 5 out of 5, because I've researched them and I've figured out, okay, this is a book that I need to get for certain information. So 5 out of 5.